Hello. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. This is Martha with Living the One Light. And today I am making a video, first of some videos for the whole year, actually, that are relevant to the new 2020 journal that I just published a few days ago. So I have my proof copy. I haven't even received my first copy of the real deal. So it has this not for sale sign across it. But it's called the Sacred Cosmic Rhythms 2020 Journal. And it is a journal for supporting us all through the year of 2020, which astrologically is pretty massive and offers us an opportunity to work with the energies of the cosmos in very powerful ways of removing the things in our world and in ourselves that are not working in a conscious, directed kind of a way, rather than just having it happen to us. And then also in the process of having things potentially destroyed, which these energies seem to be saying might be happening, very likely, then we have the opportunity to re-envision and recreate what we want in our world, specifically, especially with regard to the structures of how our societies run and how we even internally run our own lives and our emotions, our emotional reactions to things, our relationships with other people. Because ultimately, what a lot of astrologers are saying and what the channeled message, which is at the beginning of this journal, talks about, is that energetically our whole cosmic system is shifting. That's what the message in the journal says, is that the energies of our cosmic system are shifting in a way that is going to be allowing in the opportunity for more space, essentially, and more lightness and freedom, and the ability to clear out some of the denser, more difficult things that have been going on in our world. So this is very much in line with what people have been calling, for a long time now, the coming of the age of Aquarius, or the dawning of the age of Aquarius. You know that song, right? And it's this hippie idea, but it actually fits with what I'm feeling and what I'm being told, and what a lot of people are feeling and being told, is that we're at this moment of crisis, and our world has been in crisis for the entire existence of humanity, but in particular right now there's this what I'm seeing is like this coming together of not only this major crisis time of trauma and environmental destruction and human rights violations and all the things we see around us and are very upset by, but at the same time there's also this coexisting awakening of so many humans on the planet. And I just wrote an article today, just posted it today actually, talking about this phenomenon. What is this that we have these terrible things going on the planet, and then at the same time, many of us who are very rational, very logical, Ivy League educated or whatever it is, are also having these spiritual awakenings, and we're remembering that we are actually literally, not just in our minds, we're actually literally part of the cosmos. We're not just humans on a planet. I mean, we are humans on a planet, but where is this planet? This planet is in the cosmos. So where are we? We're in the cosmos, right? We are actually cosmic beings, just as much as the stars are, and just as much as everything is. So we come from the same massive, all of existence and all of the cosmos that the stars come from, that the comets come from, that every galaxy comes from. We are the same as them. So when we suddenly remember this reality that we are so much more than just the tiny human body, then miracles can happen, because we suddenly can open our minds, to much, much, much beyond what we're normally used to conceiving of. So again, what I talk about in this article, which I can post also here, is, we know through neuroscience that when we are in a fight or flight response, our brain tends to, like the functioning of our brain tends to be centered in the back of our brain, in the hindbrain, and our body produces a lot of cortisol, and we get a lot of adrenaline running through our body, right? So we go into this crisis moment reality, which shuts off our frontal lobe and shuts off our ability to conceive of the future, conceive of big picture solutions. So this is again, I'm speaking here from my experience, 20 years of experience as a clinical social worker, right? Psychotherapist. This is a scientific fact that this is what happens. And then when we are relaxed, when we are feeling safe, our whole brain can come back online. And in particular, our frontal lobe can come back online. And what our frontal lobe does, is think about the future, think about what we are needing to do on a bigger picture level. We can suddenly come up with new ideas, because we're not in fight or flight. When we're in fight or flight, we're just thinking about survival. And then when we're relaxed and open, we are able to think about much more than that. So I have this question of, what about when we remember not only, our whole brain, but actually our whole being, right? When we're able to not only go from our hindbrain to our frontal lobe, but beyond that into the stars. And I know what happens for me, and what seems to happen for a lot of people when they wake up to that reality, is that suddenly things come through that my brain could never have thought of. I'm very highly educated and not a not smart person, so I don't have a bad brain. And none of us have bad brains, but there's so much that needs to come through from the reality of everything that is now able to come through so many of us, because we are remembering this part of ourselves. So anyway, this journal helps to support us to come into our soul center and remember beautiful soul cosmic existence that is ours, and then to come into what is mine to do in this year in terms of re-envisioning and recreating our world. Because there are so many problems on this planet, and we are each called to do something, right? Not everything. There's no way that any of us can address every single problem, obviously. So it's a big task, I think, to even just to come to the point of recognizing what is mine to do, and what is the puzzle piece of the recreation of our world that needs to come through me. So again, that's something else that is stated in this journal, in the channel, the introduction, is we each have a puzzle piece of the recreation of our world that has to and can only come through each of us. So you have puzzle pieces from the cosmos, from your heart, from your soul, that are needed, that are crucial for what we need to do as a collective in recreating our world, that can only come through you. And this is the year to do it. That's what these cosmic astrological energies are saying, is that this is a really pivotal, potentially very difficult, but amazing opportunity in this year to really get clear and allow things to fall away and die that need to go. And then, tap into this, all of who we are and why we came to the planet, and allow the puzzle pieces to come through us, and then to join together and practice. So anyway, the first date in this 2020 journal is actually today. So I wanted to do this video, not only to introduce the journal, but also to give you an experience of tapping into what is happening in the cosmos today, which is some pretty massive stuff that sets the stage for all of 2020, even though today is December 25th, 2019, and I'm in California, United States. So what the major thing happening today is a new moon and solar eclipse tonight, on Pacific time in the United States, on the western coast of the American continents. And this new moon and solar eclipse for most of you and the rest of the world is actually happening on December 26th, tomorrow. For the east coast of the Americas, it's happening at just after midnight tonight, so early on the 26th. But I want to read for you what came through in the journal for today, and then I'll just channel whatever else comes through, because I think there might be some more wanting to come through. And I'm hoping to do these kind of videos for every date in the journal throughout the year. I think I'll be doing free videos at least once or twice a month. And then I'll also be offering paid memberships for anybody who wants to go deeper, or have more support, or get a sense of where these transits would be hitting your particular chart, or might be impacting your particular life. Or, if you're wanting a group of other people, other souls who want to share your puzzle pieces, what's coming through for you. You want a place to share that. You want support in allowing that through, and being seen and heard. Then that's what I'm also going to be offering, because I would love to be available for that. It's so exciting. All the things we can create together this year in so many ways. So anyway, I'm going to put on my glasses and turn to the journal for a second here. So the way that this journal is constructed is that it starts out with about a 30-page introduction that's mostly channeled. The beginning is me talking, and then 25 pages or so is a channeled message about 2020 and the dawning of the age of Aquarius and what that could mean. And then it goes into all of the journal pages, and there are 50 dates of the journal pages, with the first one again being today, December 25th, 2019, or December 26th, 2019, depending on where you are in the world. And then 49 dates throughout the year of 2020, all essentially culminating a year from now, December 21st, 2020, when Saturn and Jupiter conjunct at 0 degrees Aquarius, which is a lot of astrologers are saying is a pretty pivotal moment, pretty exciting moment, because we enter this new phase of Aquarian energy, which a lot of people are talking about as being essentially the start or the kickoff, to the age of Aquarius. And so we've got a lot of work to do between now and then to clear and re-envision and practice what we're going to do in our new world. It's going to take a lot of work, even after the new world starts. It's not instantaneous of any kind, right? So, and then for each of the dates in the journal, there are 3 sections, and the first section for every date is called Getting Centered in You. So I'm just going to read the journal prompts, and you can feel into whatever is true for you. And, you can pause this video and actually write or draw or paint or just move your body or just feel it. Do whatever feels good for you. There's no right way, no wrong way to use this journal or anything for that matter. This is all about your truth. So the way that this starts is it says, today is December 25th, 2019, and there's a new moon in Capricorn at 4 degrees of Capricorn and a solar eclipse in Capricorn. So first, getting centered in you. We invite you to start by taking a deep breath, dropping into your true center, your beautiful and pure soul. And from this place, name what is true for you. Today, I am feeling. In this moment, what is present for me is. And if you need more time, obviously, pause and take all the time you need. Today, I am needing. And today, mine to do is. Then the journal moves on to, for each of the dates, after you get centered in yourself, then it moves on to a channeled message for that particular date and that particular astrological phenomenon. So, our message for you today. We now invite you to let wash over you as feels right this message about the energies present today. Today holds the transit that sets the tone for the year of 2020. Today is the new moon solar eclipse at 4 degrees of Capricorn. This is highly appropriate given all of the energies of the year 2019 and going into 2020. Today, the energies of the solar system as a whole are massive. We will list them because they are so significant, but if they seem confusing, just let these words wash over you and simply feel whatever energies come through for you in them. The following planets are all grouped together in the sky at the moment. The sun and moon are at 4 degrees Capricorn, next to Jupiter, who is at 5 degrees Capricorn. Next is the south node of the moon at 6 degrees Capricorn. And after a 9-degree break, Ceres is at 15 degrees Capricorn. Then Saturn is at 20 degrees Capricorn, and Pluto is at 22 degrees Capricorn. In other words, all in Capricorn today are the moon, the sun, Jupiter, the south node of the moon, Ceres, Saturn, and Pluto. This lends a great deal of power to the solar eclipse in Capricorn as we head into the adventure of 2020. 2020 brings an opportunity to be reviewing, revising, destroying, letting go, and rebuilding many of the energies associated with Capricorn. 2020 also brings an opportunity to harness many of the lessons and gifts and strengths in the energies of Capricorn. So this new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn is a perfect setting for us all to enter the year of 2020, when so much transformation will happen in and with these Capricorn energies. Today we invite you to simply sit with and feel into the energies of Capricorn, what they mean, what they feel like to you, and we invite you to feel the powerful energies of this eclipse and what changes, what energies it is birthing in you, bringing through for you to go into 2020 as prepared and ready as possible to do a great deal of letting go, transforming, revisioning, and recreating over the whole year and into the new age moving ahead. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Capricorn is the elder CEO. Capricorn is the energy that tells us, quote unquote, how things should be. Capricorn is the structures of society that we feel are set in stone. Capricorn rules the bones and is dense and sometimes hard. Capricorn can be a great or harsh taskmaster. Capricorn is excellent at knowing and setting and reminding us of boundaries and time and space. Capricorn gets things done, similar to Virgo, but in a more top-down way as opposed to the methodical, internally driven nature of Virgo. Capricorn can represent the patriarchy, the ways things have been done, and can be dominating or domineering. At the same time, Capricorn can give a structure to our ideas and passions and can help us to manifest in concrete ways. Capricorn can give us great strength in remembering our own internal leader and boss and elder self, and our own ability to move ahead and to do what we came to do. So that's the message in the journal for today. And then the journal goes into a set of journal prompts regarding the message and the energies of today, and helps us to tap into, we've tapped into our personal truth. Now we've heard the message that came through about today. And now these journal prompts are designed to help essentially, your own puzzle piece of whatever the energies are today to come through. So I'll read those in a second, but I wanted to just say a little bit more about, or let us drop in and really feel energies of this eclipse, because I can feel them. I don't know if you can feel them, but I can definitely feel them. And I know I've been hearing from other people today who are feeling them. So yeah, just to back up a little, essentially, this eclipse that's going to be happening tonight, the moon will be coming between the earth and the sun and blocking the energy, or the light of the sun. Not fully, it's not a full eclipse, but so what that can mean is that the auric field of the sun essentially can get interrupted, and so a lot of pretty massive energies can come through. And what's interesting about this eclipse is that Jupiter is 1 degree away from the moon and the sun right now. And so Jupiter, when anything is conjunct an eclipse, that the energy of that planet is going to be kind of in the mix of what's coming through in the eclipse. So Jupiter is a planet of expansion and a planet of a lot of different things, but I'm calling it a he. Jupiter can really magnify whatever it is that's coming through for us. And the way that I'm feeling this eclipse and all of these energies in Capricorn is that throughout the year of 2020, when I constructed the journal and I was looking at all the transits that are going to be happening and all these 50 dates that are outlined in the journal, is that it's an amazing dance what the stars are going to be doing. I mean, really, like, who could have thought of this? So it's like, the way I experience it is that this whole lineup, got this whole lineup of planets in Capricorn today, and along with this eclipse and a new moon. So the energy of the new moon is, new. It's the beginning of a cycle. It's allowing us to drop into the dark part of ourselves. And even the moon is going to be becoming is going to be coming between the sun and the earth. So again, it's like extra, like extra opportunity of like the light kind of being blocked, but magnified at the same time. It's just a really interesting combination. So it's like this magical moment when this whole lineup of the planets in Capricorn with the moon, the sun and the moon at the beginning of the lineup. It's like it's our chance to be at the start of really re-examining all these energies of Capricorn, which again relate to the patriarchy and relate to the way that our society is structured and our internal selves are structured. And the way I'm feeling it is that this eclipse and this new moon is like this amazing send-off for our whole coming year of like kaboom, like let's do this, let's do this right, let's think about like let's just really feel into what are these energies for us individually and as a collective, as a group, and what feels good to us about the current structures, the current way we approach things, what doesn't feel good for us, each individually and collectively. What do you want to see change over this year in your world, in yourself, in your life? What would you like to invite to be destroyed? To be blunt, what do you want, what would you like to see kind of shoved away? And then what could you imagine being in its place? So many things. Like what comes up for you? Again, there's so many issues in the world. So when you get really quiet and really centered, we'll do that in a second, just to give you that moment. I'm curious what comes up for you. For some of us, it'll be something having to do with children, education, or maybe your relationship with your partner, or maybe some kind of healing you need to do inside yourself that you're ready to do, or maybe you're really worried and upset about climate change, or maybe, and maybe your brain can't even give you the answer right now, but so this is going to be coming through your soul, right? Like this is a chance, like tonight, I feel like is a chance for us to get really clear. Okay, what is mine to do this year? What aspects of our current structures, both internally and externally, are really mine to do? What is God asking of me? Or what am I asking of myself? What is my soul asking of me? What is the cosmos asking of me? Yeah, that's really the magic, I think, of tonight, which I think is pretty awesome. We've got a big year ahead of us. Yeah. You can look around at the world and we know that. I don't think that's not a woo-woo concept. I think there are very few people who would doubt that this year of 2020 is gonna be interesting on lots of levels. So yeah, if you would like to, I'd love to invite you to get quiet with me and take a minute, see what comes up for you. And I'd love to hear from you what did come up, because this is all about us as a group, as a collective. We're not in this alone anymore. Not that we ever were, but this is really the year to get clear in ourselves and then come together. So I'm gonna put on my meditation music over here. And I'm gonna drop in and I'm gonna let them speak however they want to speak, the cosmic beings. Okay, here we go. So beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. This is a truly pivotal, beautiful moment. And the energies of this eclipse that is happening on your planet today, tonight for many of you, during the day for many others of you. This is like a click, like a start, a moment for many of you to click into, to wake up to find in you, remember in you precisely, exactly what it is you're here to do. And why you came to the planet here and now. And just as Martha said, and just as we have been saying, and we say in the 2020 journal, you have something that is yours to do every day, throughout this year, for your whole life, for the rest of your life. And you're here to do it now. This is it. This is the moment why you're here. We'd like to invite you to feel that this is it. This moment, right now. That's it. So we'd like to, again, invite you to just sit with this reality, as Martha said, that you are a being of the stars. You are a being of the cosmos. What are you if you're not a being of everything? You are literally part of existence. You live in a human body on the planet Earth. And the planet Earth is part of a solar system, that's part of a galaxy, that's part of the Milky Way, that's part of the rest of your universe. And your universe is part of infinite universes, and existence just goes on forever. And you are one teeny, teeny, tiny speck in all of this. And at the same time, you as an existence exist as everything. So you are both the tiniest speck you can possibly imagine and all of massively everything, all at the same time. We just like to invite you to remember that fact. You're so far beyond what you could ever conceive of as your human self. So you came to this planet not just to be a human brain or a human body or a human self. You came to this planet as a being of the cosmos and as a being of all of existence. And you came to bring to your life here on Earth this awareness and this connection to the all that is. That remembering and that awareness is like a lock, you know, it's like putting a key in the lock of a door. You've got the key. Put it in the lock and turn. And open the door. There you go. And here we are. This is exactly all of who you are. And in this place, you can remember so many things that you had no idea about as simply a human body and brain limited by the teeny tiny physical form, which is a beautiful, wonderful physical form, and is not meant to limit you. Your consciousness is infinite, vast, so far beyond your human body. So in this place and in this remembering, we also invite you to remember that you are infinite wisdom, literally. And now allow to come up for you in a vision or words, an image, sound, touch, a feeling in your body, a sense of warmth, colors, any other possible way. Just allow to come up for you. What is mine to do? What is it that you came to this planet to do and to change, or to remind people of, or to simply be? What is the number one thing that floats in front of your mind, or that you feel right here and right now? We invite you to simply let that flow in words on a page or in pictures or drawings. Just let it to come out unfiltered. Let it bypass your rational thinking mind. Let it just come through as a flow, whatever way feels right for you. Your wisdom and your knowledge is going to surprise you. Your reason for being here could be something you have never even thought of until now. Let it just come out through your pen, through yourself, in whatever way is right for you, right here and right now. And let that be present for you. The other thing we would like to note is that the energies of this eclipse and new moon and the whole lineup of planets in Capricorn together with this eclipse are also giving your energy body a chance to restructure. They are literally restructuring your structure. So we can feel this happening on an energetic level. on a cellular level for you. This can be massive. This can feel beautiful and tranquil and wonderful. Can even feel calming, depending on in what ways it's affecting you. It could be provoking some sense of anxiety or jitteriness, or a sense that something is shifting and changing and you can't figure out what that is. It's okay. Just relax into it. Know that it's all okay. We'd like to remind you that the energies of the cosmos are literally that, energies, right? So you sit on this tiny planet Earth and you are surrounded by cosmic energies, just like a tangible thing that you typically do conceive of in that way is the sunlight, the energy from the sun. You know, that's easy for you to conceive of as an energy. The light from the sun very clearly hits your planet, hits you, hits your body, and helps things to grow, and works in the chemistry of photosynthesis and can give you a sunburn and all of those kinds of things, right? The energy of that sun, which is so many miles away from you, clearly is impacting you on a physiological, literal level. So just imagine all of the cosmic beings, the other planets, the other galaxies, that, all of the cosmic existences that are in all of existence, they, just like the sun, are also hitting in waves the planet Earth. So you can't even conceive of the ways in which these energies would be affecting you. If the sun can cause a sunburn, then of course all of the energies of the planets and all of the energies of every other thing in existence, the stars and black holes and comets and everything, would be impacting the energy field of your planet and of you. This is undeniable when you really start to think about it. So we'd just like to give a reminder to be gentle with yourself, because the energies of things like this eclipse and this new moon are also in tandem with many other energies that are so complex and have so many layers to them that you can't even conceive of it. And yet they are directly impacting you very powerfully on levels of your body and your system and everyone around you and everything around you and the earth herself. These energies are shifting and changing. And, again, just like the sun could create drought or sunburn or help things to grow, all these energies of the entire cosmos are also impacting you in ways that are just, not as measured perhaps by your science at this point, or directly noticeable, like the light of the sun is noticeable for you. But they're just as real and just as scientifically factual. So in all of that, we just love to help you feel held, because these energies of this drastic transformation of Capricorn are can feel pretty harsh and can feel pretty difficult at times. And these energies are going to be hitting pretty hard throughout the whole year of 2020. They have been hitting hard in the year of 2019 as well. And they will be hitting particularly hard in some particularly intense ways throughout 2020. We'd also like to remind you, though, that the polar opposite, the other side of the zodiac from Capricorn, is the energy of Cancer, which is gentle and internal and is the balance of Capricorn. So we'd like you, as you are feeling into these energies of Capricorn today and throughout the year, remember that what is on the other side of, the south node of the moon right now, for example, in Capricorn, is the north node of the moon in Cancer. So what that says is that you need both. As you're remembering and getting a sense of what structures, are yours to change, remember that on the other side of the circle is Cancer, which is an energy of you being held. Cancer is the energy of the moon. It's ruled by the moon, and it is the energy of mothering and nurturing and your internal inner child and the part of you that is vulnerable and needy, perhaps, and that holds your innermost vulnerable raw truth. The part of you that might need to break down and cry and be rocked and held and be seen for what you truly need and who you truly are. And as you're going through these massive transformations, especially with regard to the energies of Capricorn, the energies of Cancer are there to hold you, to balance this, to remind you that you are soft, that even if there's a taskmaster holding you accountable, there's also a nurturing Mother Earth holding you. And there's nurturing energies holding you all the time. Capricorn is more as an earth energy, and then can be, again, somewhat hard or harsh at times. But then there's the balance of the watery, nurturing Cancer. And they both exist simultaneously. They're like two ends of a seesaw, balancing each other out. And we need both all the time. So if those energies of the Capricorn begin to feel like too much at any time throughout the year, just remember to come back to these energies of Cancer. And we'll note that the energies of Cancer are pretty dominant, come up a lot as well throughout the year 2020. In the summer, there are 2 new moons in Cancer and 2 eclipses in Cancer, and various other times when Cancer comes up quite a bit throughout the year. So we invite you to settle down into that part of yourself as well, and remember that it's important to be vulnerable, and it's important to be held, and to hold each other, to hold yourself. And there's wisdom. There's incredible wisdom, both in the elder taskmaster self of Capricorn and in the internal inner child self of Cancer. And we are all of both. And we need both. So that's our prayer for you as you start out this incredible transformational year, and as you get ready to do a great deal of internal and external work, both in yourself and in your one-on-one relationships, partnerships, in your groups, in your communities, in your societies, and in your world as a whole. And we, the beings of the cosmos and the beings of all of existence, will be here holding you the whole time. Remember also, there is no time and there is no space. And there are infinite dimensions and infinite beings here holding you in all of these dimensions, all of these times, and all of these spaces, including yourself from the future, yourself from the past, yourself in different dimensions that exist simultaneously, infinitely. You're being held in so many ways you cannot even conceive of. And we love you and bless you. And we send through the portal of this eclipse so many blessings for your year. And the reminder that our arms are surrounding you all the time. Thank you so much for being here and for coming to this planet with so much love and with the intention to give that love and to do exactly what you came to do. And we'll see you again very soon. That made me cry. Hi. Okay, well, that feels pretty complete to me. So in the journal, there are journal prompts as well. And I will be sending this video and the journal, the excerpt of today's journal message and prompts to everyone on my email list. If you would like to get on the email list, you can go to my website, which is at livingtheonelight.com. And I'd love to share that with you for free. Yeah, but that feels like that message is really what needed to come through in this moment. So I'm happy to send you the full journal prompts to your email. And wow, powerful. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to be doing these kinds of videos throughout the year for every date of the journal. At least once or twice a month, the videos will be free. And then I would love to be offering a paid membership and of course sessions and anything one-on-one, but the group membership for any of you who feel called to go deeper into these energies and, you know, to learn more about your particular astrological chart or the energies of the zodiac, or how this could all be playing out for you in particular. Because again, depending on where, you know, where Capricorn, for example, falls in your chart, or how it aspects different things in your chart, that can give you kind of clues about what you might be experiencing or why, and why certain people might be hit particularly harder or in different ways, or different areas of your life might show up, in particular ways throughout the year, depending on how these energies hit your natal chart, and also just depending on who you are. So I am available and present for exactly this, for helping us to birth this new way, moving into this year and beyond, and into this age of Aquarius. Thank you so much for listening, and be in touch. I'll talk to you soon.